in the mood.
I never wanted to quit. I never feel like quitting. Yeah, you know, but I wanted it so bad. So there was nothing really that could ever get me down to the point where I thought I wasn't gonna make it. You know, I could have easily given up. My first album didn't do amazing numbers. My second album didn't do that either. But I kept believing.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure that I welcome you to an evening of pure elegance. Showmanship beyond comparison. A night of sheer sophistication unmatched. With no further ado, Grammy-nominated recording artist, Mr. Trey Songz.
Although success hasn't come easily, what was once a dream is now my reality.
New dish, fresh up off the stove, dough. Game in the bag, got a whole lot of mojo. You can't buy this ain't in the stores, yo. Mojo, 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 mojo. You can spend money on your fingers and toes. I put you backstage, me, Jeezy and Hov. If you play your hand right, you get spades all night. It's the ace, alright. You can taste all night. Finger on trigger, not you all.
I'm on the biggest tour of my life. Failure's not an option. This is my moment. Just days away from opening for Jay-Z on the Blueprint 3 tour. Biggest tour of my career. It's crazy. Who would have thought I'd make it here?
All right, so everybody, we here today because we gotta get it tight.
Outside of me, my artistry, outside of all that I've worked for in my career and being on tour with the biggest hip-hop artist there is, it was personal.
It's my livelihood. When I step out there, we got to kill. And I ain't saying that to get nobody down or make nobody feel no kind of way about nothing they did, because we all in the same boat. Everybody, I need to tighten up. You know, I'm putting pressure on myself as well, so I'm gonna put the same amount of pressure on y'all, and we here to shut it down. This stage we got right here gonna set us to be doing something so crazy when we come off. With that being said, I think we the best. So we gotta go out there and act like it.
The win comes when people are able to understand the backstory behind why he's got a platinum single and about to have a platinum album and on tour with Jay-Z. Jay just didn't pick him up because he's like, oh, he's got hot records. It went beyond that.
He stands there, you look at him, his face is almost perfect. Nose and the cheekbones, and he has a look. And then he sings and he has the smile. And then he writes. He writes his heart. He writes his soul. He writes his mind.
Well, I was born in Richmond, Virginia, but I was raised in Petersburg, Virginia. Petersburg is actually looked down upon by people. You know, it's poverty-stricken. You can sense despair in the air. It's my city. It's where my mom's from. It's where my father's from. It's where my family is.
Growing up, music was the only thing I'd ever seen him be self-motivated about. And I think I actually realized it before he did, that that's what he wanted to do.
I would sing in the car all the time. I would sing, we rap, freestyle, I sing around the house. So around the age of 14, I started exploring it, seeing if it was something I really could do, because I know I liked it. But it was nothing I took seriously. And, you know, I'm from Petersburg, Virginia. You're not gonna be a singer. Like, why entertain that?
Who knew we would be where we are here today, girl? Who knew that your heart had to come out, babe? Girl, ain't gonna be all peaches, girl. All through the pain, you would stay. I guess life is no fair. Just listen to me. We can't go on pretending to be
know, he's a big part of all the success today because he did it in the mentality of a rapper. And he would put these mixtapes out every other month, and he would jack someone's song and sing it over if it was hot, or he'll take a hot hip-hop record and sing over it. But he was planting seeds out there, and it just grew from there.
I just like the way he looks and his versatility. I love all his music and always talking about different things, and he's always trying to do something new.
Trey is sexy, he's fine, you know, very proper looking, his music, great musician, gorgeous. I would marry him, he could take down my number.
My favorite Trey Songz song is Say Ah. Like, when I go to the club, like, they play that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I be dancing with a lot of girls, whatever, we get it popping.
Go girl, it's your birthday, over one, I know you're thirsty.
Go girl, it's your birthday, over where, I know you're thirsty. Say, hold on, Jay-Z, come on, y'all gotta get loud in there. What? Pop champagne, cause we got that dough. Let me hear you say, if you're ready for Jesus.
You hear the originality in Trey's voice, the soul in Trey's voice. You can feel him when he sings. I really, really see Trey as being a future of soul music and R&B.
Let me say, yeah. I just did it for the first time last tape, but you gotta let me say it. Yeah. Cause I'm coming back out.
Right after he, okay.
Right, video, cause I'm leaving and coming back.
Can I get a pen or a marker or someone?
Hey, write that down, come on.
There's so much that's invested into this. And if you're up here with me, you're gonna give like I give, and you're gonna hurt like I hurt. You know, cause it's the biggest tour of my life.
So you gotta give me like a foot. So when I step back, it ain't right there. Yeah, a little more. By this time, I'm gonna be to say it all I need to say.
Soon as we get started making love, going hard, I'll hear a knock, knock, knocking on the wall. And as soon as I go getting it in, then again, there's a knock, 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 knocking on the wall, girl, you're... And I swear we breaking out of head for
I'm a perfectionist, plain and simple. It's not just about me getting up on stage and singing. I'm responsible for the whole show, so it gotta be right.
you. Sing the song, I bet the neighbors know my name. The way you screaming, scratching, yelling, bet the neighbors know my name. And they be stressing while we sexing, bet the
Trey definitely puts the time and energy needed to really make it a great show. He knows what he wants, and that's real rare. A lot of artists, when it's time to put the show together, they don't really have a vision of what they want to do. They don't really know where they want to go, but he knows where he wants to go, and he takes us with him.
We can make it move like extremely slow.
Try to stretch it out as long as we can. Okay.
And then the slower, the more sensual as well.
I've always been involved in my business throughout my whole career, but now it's to the point where there's not a decision made without me saying so. If I don't say it's a go, it's not a go.
And for real, I think it should be a second of nothingness anyways, once it go black, like, so you can get your position black. You know, people wondering what's going on, and then you hit it instead of hitting it so fast anyway.
Cool. I didn't know half of what I needed to know. I wasn't nearly as good a singer as I needed to be. That was the beautiful part of the nourishment and the nurturing that Troy gave me.
I worked on his skills and all those things that he's using now.
Troy, he made me hone that craft. It was really like school for recording. It was school for being a vocalist. It was school for being the best artist in the studio that you could be. 2003, I got offered my first deal. My first album was already out, and I felt like they didn't believe in me. The second album, the record label still don't get what it is.
The third album defined him from being a record that played on the radio to being an artist that played on the radio.
Feel better.
It's repetition now.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Just everybody knowing how everything's supposed to go.
I think nobody should compromise their character or the person they are. Whether it's the clothes you wear, songs you sing, a car you drive, whatever you feel is best for you is what suits you best, because the moment you start faking, people can see that.
I don't know if I like these pants with this jacket. I like the way these shoes feel. I can't do nothing with that lime green shirt.
No lime, no pop color.
Remember,
I
it's
thought
performance, so
it's
you got to
performance.
stand out in this huge stadium.
20,000 people are going to be looking at you.
Found another color.
So if I could have
Who made
you...
this?
This is a new designer. These guys from Brooklyn who kind of incorporated, you know, their own Muslim heritage, Islamic heritage.
What does this mean?
Their collection. You know, I'm not sure. Hopefully it's nothing obscene. But, you know, we'll look it up.
I got to know what it means,
Hopefully it's nothing offensive.
I'm not treating anything as if it's just another. We treat everything as if it's extremely important, because it is. You know, we pay attention to every detail.
All right, so I'll see y'all later.
All right, thank you.
People get comfortable. People get into this lifestyle. They dream of it. They want it so bad, but when they get it, they get complacent. And for me, it's what more can I do? Because there's somebody at home right now that want what I got.
Just checking in. Trey Songz is in the building performing Saturday night, opening up for Jay-Z. So tell me a little bit about this tour. In fact, I just found out that the tour kicks off here, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and you're on there with Jay-Z. I mean, is it like a sense of accomplishment to now be on this tour with such heavy hitters, man? I mean, you're a heavy hitter yourself, but, you know.
I'm floored.
Wow.
In a lot of ways, you know, I was telling my manager earlier today that, you know, I'm on tour with Jay-Z.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? I'm 25. I only started singing when I was 14.
How do you stay grounded? How do you remain humble?
First of all, I have a wonderful mother. My mother got pregnant with me when she was 16. She had me when she was 17. And my father and I, we don't have a strong relationship. I don't think he really knew what it was to be my father. My mother sacrificed her life to be a mother. My love for her can't be described in words, really.
In raising him, I had a strong sense of what I thought a man should be. Strong and independent, secure, affectionate, confident, but not arrogant, loving.
Me being raised by women, that's impacted my whole life. It's taught me how to speak to women in a way where as though they feel loved. You know, how to make a woman feel appreciated.
I think I did a good job raising him, but I definitely did not do it by myself. I had the support of my mom and then his paternal grandmother and my sister. They were all helpful in watching him while I went to school.
I want him to be proud of the man that he is. He'll be a great artist, but I really want him to be a great man.
At one point in time, I was a high school student. You know, no artist ever came to my school and told me I could do whatever I wanted to do. And, you know, just to be able to give inspiration, I feel it's a responsibility I have. What y'all gotta know is just because you're surrounded by mediocrity or somebody might be doing something this way, you ain't got to do that. Because before I was Trey Songz, I was Tremaine Nevison from Petersburg, Virginia. Dream big. Everybody in here could be somebody special. And you ain't got to be me, you ain't got to be a singer, you ain't got to be no athlete. Whatever it is your dream is, you could get that. You know, the measure of a man is the lives he's touched, the lives he's affected. I can affect people's lives. If I tell a child to aspire to be whatever you want to be, to focus and work hard, that they may take that more seriously than their parents saying it. And that's a heavy load to carry, knowing that you have that much influence. I just go around, you know, I'm promoting excellence and making sure that everybody knows that you could do this, you could be greater than me. You know what I mean? I just sing songs, baby. God put me in this position so I could tell other people that they could do it too.
So the guys on stage?
Guys on stage. Listen to this band production.
Jeezy room here. You see, we the only ones here today, baby. I'm gonna work harder than y'all. You hear me, Ho? You hear me, Jeezy? Work harder than y'all.
This is from. It might be his house to the public. Whenever you touch the stage, it's your house.
It's the first show of the tour, so you already got people wondering why I'm on the tour. Some people don't even know I'm on the tour.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure that I welcome you to an evening of pure elegance. Showmanship beyond comparison. A night of sheer sophistication.
I was definitely nervous. We had basically like 5 total days of rehearsal for the biggest tour of my life.
I understand what you saying, but this gotta come later though, right? That came too early. I gotta see the way y'all got this going. When you explained to him I was supposed to be there for that hit, and that came out on that hit. So we want to be here for the words, so we got to come out earlier. So
there was a lot of kinks. There was a lot of unexpected things that would come up.
The ending is not popping enough for me. It's not like if they do it again, I'll tell you exactly what I'm talking about.
So what we'll do is, so we can distinguish the 2 different hits.
It's a great opportunity, but it's only as great as you make it, because the bigger the plateau, the bigger the failure, or the bigger the success.
Ladies and gentlemen, with no further ado, Grammy-nominated recording artist, Mr. Trey Songz.
1, 2, 3.
Team Songz!
Here's to making something beautiful happen. This is my first major campaign. This is at the biggest time in my life, so I thank you all for being a part of it. Thank you. Make some noise, ladies!
It's a night to remember. We in Vegas.
You know, you're in my city, baby.
It's like Pittsburgh, Virginia, dog.
This is one of the first stages I ever performed on.
Be able to see somebody's dreams actually come true, it's unreal.
I'm at a place in my life and in my music and in my career where as though everything is making sense. And this is the time where you decide who you're gonna roll with and you roll with them.
Always focusing on what your brand and who you are. You know, we never get out of that. You know what I mean?
To the greatest, man.
We in the city. Trying to see Trey Songz.
Well, he's finally got his moment. It's about time.
I'd like him to take off his shirt. Oh my God.
Only thing I'm gonna push you to be is be a man. Gotta be a man. And a man don't let weigh him down.
The first man I ever been able to depend on is the one I raised.
I'd do anything for my mama.
You know, we done had a week and a half to get ready. From this point on, I'm not letting nobody take what I got. Nobody gonna stop me from doing what it is I'm destined to do. I'm gonna hold each person in this room accountable for all that we talk about.
We have a respectful crew. Like, honestly, we all get tired, we get irritable, but at the end of the day, we have a logistics to follow.
You played the wrong Black Rose.
Can we turn the cameras off for just like 3 minutes?
Where the mic at? One thing about the success I've obtained, all that's happening for me is that all it means for me is I gotta work harder.
I know you was trying to do what you do, but it sounded good when it needed to.
Okay, all right. We're gonna agree to disagree on that. You know, some people are happy to be here, but I want you to be happy I was here. Matter of fact, you're gonna be happy I was here. Because I'm here to make history. The grind is in me. I'm a winner.
I done came a long way, baby.